What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? It's Daniel, and welcome back to our video. Today, I'm doing race 6 for the 2024 SciAps 200. Let's go ahead and just jump straight into it. This week in the NASCAR Xfinity Series has an Imagine Mile, also known as New Hampshire Motor Speedway, a track that is very technical and sometimes very difficult to pass as well, with track position going to matter quite a bit. The last time we ran in New Hampshire in the NASCAR Xfinity Series, John Ermanchek picked up the victory. He will not be back this time around to defend that victory this weekend at New Hampshire Motor Speedway. So now, let's go ahead and jump into picks. But before I go ahead and jump into picks, let's take a look at the weather for this weekend. So weather for this weekend is not looking really good. It's going to be 67 degrees high with 57 degrees low with a 60% chance of rain and showers. There's a good chance the race could get postponed to Sunday or Monday. We might be having multiple races on the same day on Sunday or Monday later this weekend. So now, let's go ahead and jump into picks. For those who are new to the channel, here's how picks work. I usually do 2 suck picks, 2 drivers I expect to struggle throughout the weekend who've been struggling throughout the year so far. I do 2 underdog picks, 2 drivers I expect to run really well under fun equipment who are going to have good runs this weekend. And I do my winner's pick, the driver thinks going to win the race overall. And I do drivers need to watch out for. And usually for the Xfinity Series, I got 4 drivers need to watch out for along with the race winner. So now, let's go ahead and jump into picks. Who are my suck picks for the 2024 SciAps 200? My first suck pick for this weekend at New Hampshire is the driver of the 15 car for AM Racing, Hailie Deegan. Hailie Deegan has struggled immensely throughout the 2024 season. I think she's only had 4 or 5 top 20 finishes all year so far. I think Deegan's a better driver than what she's done so far this year, but it seems like AM Racing has been struggling for the most part so far throughout the 2024 season. I don't expect that much improvement this week, and I don't think she's going to run well. Sadly, I think she's going to struggle to finish near the back of the pack this weekend at New Hampshire Motor Speedway. My second suck pick for this weekend in New Hampshire is the driver of the 27 car for Jordan Anderson Racing, Jeb Burton. Jeb Burton has not been having a good year so far. He's only had a couple top 10s and a couple top 15 finishes, but for the most part, it's either been electrical gremlins, electrical problems, tire issues, or something just has not been able to go the way of Jeb Burton so far this year. I'm not expecting him to have a great weekend, unfortunately. It's been a struggling year for him. I sadly think Jeb Burton is not going to have a good run. I think he will struggle in the number 27 car this weekend at New Hampshire Motor Speedway. And now we're going ahead and jump on the underdog picks for this weekend at New Hampshire. Who are my underdog picks? My first underdog pick for this weekend at New Hampshire is the driver of the 97 car for Kaulig Racing, Shane Van Gisbergen. Shane Van Gisbergen, every time we go to oval outside of last week at Iowa, he tends to improve. And the last time we ran at a traditional 1-mile racetrack, he finished in the top 10 at Phoenix. And this track kind of races similar to a road course in a sense. So I think he's going to have a very solid run this weekend. I think he's going to have a chance for a top 10. If not that, I think he at least gets a potential top 15 run this weekend. I think he's going to do a very solid job. And I think of a pretty good run with Kaulig Racing because he gets better throughout the race and the weekend. I think Shane Van Gisbergen has a pretty good performance this weekend at New Hampshire Motor Speedway. My second underdog pick for this weekend at New Hampshire is the driver to 38 car for Viking Motorsports / RSS Racing, Matt DiBenedetto. Matt DiBenedetto is not only being sponsored by SciAps this weekend, I believe, but Matt DiBenedetto is coming off of having a very solid performance at Iowa Speedway where he finished inside the top 10. He's had a couple breakout performances with this team so far this year, and I think this is going to continue. Ryan Cease has some good performances this year, and the RSS Racing team has had some good runs in the past at this racetrack. I think Matt DiBenedetto has a very solid performance, and I think he will easily be able to at least get a top 15 this weekend and will continue to improve the owner's points of the 38 car this weekend. I think he does really good at New Hampshire because he has ran pretty good here in the past, especially in the Cup Series. And now we're going ahead and jump on to winner's pick for the SciAps 200. Who is my winner's pick? My winner's pick is a no-brainer. This driver has ran 3 Xfinity Series races here, and all 3 times he's gone to victory lane. I'm picking the driver of the 20 car for Joe Gibbs Racing, Christopher Bell, to pick up his first Xfinity victory of 2024. Christopher Bell will be doing double duty this weekend. He's been historically very good, not just in the NASCAR Xfinity Series at this track, but in the Cup Series as well. I saw his stats. The last 2 races here, he has led over 100 laps at least. I think he's going to dominate the race. I think he's going to be the guy to beat. The 20 car also won last year. It's been the fastest car generally throughout the year. I think that Christopher Bell picks up win number 1 of the Xfinity season this weekend. At New Hampshire, I'm going with Christopher Bell to get it done. And now we're going ahead and jump on the drivers you need to watch out for this weekend at New Hampshire. Who should you have your eyes out on? The first driver you should watch out for this weekend at New Hampshire is the driver to 17 car for Hendrick Motorsports, Alex Bowman. Alex Bowman, I believe, is making his first Cup Xfinity start of 2024, and that 17 car has won a couple races this year. It won, of course, at Chase Elliott Charlotte and won with Kyle Larson at Circuit of the Americas. I think Alex Bowman's going to have a really good chance and opportunity. Plus, he's going to be working, I believe, with Greg Ives, who he's obviously worked with in the past. I think Alex Bowman will have a good run, at least in the Xfinity Series. He hasn't been great here in Cup, but I think Alex Bowman has a good run this weekend at New Hampshire. The second driver to watch out for this weekend at New Hampshire is the driver of the 19 car for Joe Gibbs Racing, Justin Bonsignore. Justin Bonsignore will be making his NASCAR Xfinity Series debut, but I expect him to be a major threat for the win. Not only is Joe Gibbs Racing historically very great in New Hampshire, winning, I think, double-digit races as an organization, but Justin Bonsignore has won quite a bit of times here in the Whelen Modified Tour. I expect him to have a really great chance and opportunity to get the victory, and I think that he'll have a really good opportunity here to pick up his first career victory in his first ever Xfinity start this weekend at New Hampshire Motor Speedway. The third driver you should watch out for this weekend at New Hampshire is the driver of the 88 car for Junior Motorsports, Carson Quaffle. Carson Quaffle has only made 3 or 4 Xfinity Series starts so far this year, but generally in all those races, he has been very impressive. He nearly won at Dover, had the fastest car in Martinsville, and we're going to type of track where he's generally ran at quite a few times. I expect Carson Quaffle to be a major threat and contender for the win. I think he'll have a good chance and opportunity to pick up his first career Xfinity Series victory this weekend at New Hampshire Motor Speedway. And the fourth final driver I think you should watch out for this weekend at New Hampshire is the driver of the 81 car for Joe Gibbs Racing, Chandler Smith. Chandler Smith's coming off of having a really solid performance at Iowa Speedway where he honestly should have won. He had the fastest car by far in the event, and he's been pretty good here, not just in the Truck Series, I believe, but also has been really good here in the Xfinity Series as well. I think Chandler Smith's going to have a really good run this weekend. I think he at least gets the top 5, and I think he'll have a really fantastic chance and opportunity to pick up the victory. I think he'll be a threat for the win for sure this weekend at New Hampshire Motor Speedway. So, those are my race picks for the 2024 SciAps 200. Just a reminder, my suck picks are Haley Deegan, Jeb Burton. My underdog picks are Shane Van Gisbergen and Matt DiBenedetto. My winner's pick is Christopher Bell. And the ones to watch out for, Alex Bowman, Justin Bonsignore, Carson Quaffle, and Chandler Smith. Those are my race picks. So, that is going to be it for the race picks video for the 2024 SciAps 200 at New Hampshire. I want to thank you guys for watching. Please subscribe to the channel, notifications on, so if I win a video, it does go live on my channel. Follow me on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram, and support me on Patreon as well. Let's go below that and comment your picks below for this weekend at New Hampshire. Let me know your suck picks, let me know your underdog picks, let me know your winner's pick, and let me know drivers you're watching out for this weekend at New Hampshire. Let me know your picks in the comments below. Tomorrow on the channel, we'll have Cup Series race picks for New Hampshire, and we'll also have the paint skin video dropping as well. Then on Friday, if we don't have a NASCAR news video drop, which there will more likely be a NASCAR news, we'll have a short silly season update coming out that day. I've got silly season predictions once again dropping for 2025 in the coming days and weeks. They will be seen on the channel. So anyways, like I said, I want to thank you guys for watching today's episode, and I'll see you guys next time for more great, awesome NASCAR content and other motorsports content on the channel like this. Take care, everybody.